All right, we're getting ready. One more to go. One more to go. Just waiting for the stream to start and we'll get going. Okay. All right. Welcome to the 30-year bond auction, folks. 10-minute trades trade room. My name is Lee Goldstein, trading director for 10-minute trades. Just remember that all the trades we discuss are for educational purposes. It is possible to lose money trading futures. There is risk associated with this type of trading, all types, in fact. So trade carefully. All right. Our last trade of the day, really the last meaningful trade of the week. We've got a trade room tomorrow morning. We'll close out the week. Preliminary University of Michigan. Used to be a decent report. So we'll see. Right now, it's just really a watcheroo. But so this bond report, family money trade, we've had 3 today. One winner, one real nice winner, 500 on WASD. Lost $1.50 on natural gas. And then bonds coming up now. Let me put my news up. And 30-year bond, definitely the one that I like the best. Doesn't mean it's going to work. I don't have to warn you. Anything can happen. Now, look, if you made 500 on WASD or 400 on WASD or 300 on WASD, you don't have to trade anymore today if you don't want to. If you want to stop, if 300 a day is fine for you, you don't have to keep trading. That's totally up to you. It's your money, your pocketbook, right? Anybody who calls you a chicken for making $400 is a dunce. They just don't understand trading. Because let's be honest, every second that you're in the market, you give the market an opportunity to take your money. The longer we do this, the more we know that the less you trade, the more you make. People that know that little one sentence rule, the less you trade, the more you make. Not everybody, not always, but many people. That's on page 1 of my notebook, Steve. Page 1. Along with, if you underfund your account, you will not succeed. That's number 2. That, I think, is even more important. Traders that can't trade with enough money can't trade. And people make the mistake anyway of not putting enough money in their account. That's mistake number 1, I think. I think that's mistake number 1. Over trading, trading too often. Revenge trading, of course. Everybody likes to call revenge trading a big problem. There are certain elements of trader DNA that people repeat over and over and over and again. Getting out of trades too early, over trading, making stops too small, thinking that will reduce your risk. when actually making a stop too small increases your risk. If the stop is the wrong size and it's too small, then what's going to happen? You're going to get stopped out when you probably shouldn't if your stop is the right size. So that's a kind of a sneaky one. Because you might think, wow, if I only use a 4-tick stop, then my risk is so much lower. But if you study the event and you know that the event moves up and down 12 ticks at an average every time, that 4-tick stop's going to make you lose money. I don't need to test. I'll just follow the room moderator. That's also a way to become an unsuccessful trader. Don't follow anybody. Yes, take advice. Yes, listen to market conditions, but understand enough to do it yourself. Every time I move it. Every time you move what? Wait, which one? Every time you move what? Bad things happen. Your stop? Your stop. Now, see, Steve, I disagree with that. I think it's okay to move your stop. I was taught that too. Don't move your stop. I don't agree with that. Move your stop. Just don't make it too small. Don't make it too small. I think sometimes you should move your stop. Like if you hit your first target, move your stop, make it smaller, right? Possibly, possibly. Well, I mean, look, if you recognize an issue, that's 3/4 of the way to fixing it. Let's look at a couple of bond trades. This is a family money trade. But now, so you have to think a little bit, right? We're at our last trade of the week. Are you profitable or have you lost money this week? My goal for the first couple of months with this way that we're trading was to pay for the average person's mortgage for a decent to nice house. Okay. So shooting for a couple of grand in profits a month would be okay by me. And that's trading not huge size, just to prove that this idea works. We don't know that family money trades is going to work, right? It's looking awesome. Think about it. Why we have some trades that have been with us for years. That's the truth. Some of them have been with us for years. Some of them were great years ago and they went through bad times and now they're coming back. I can think of two right off the bat. CPI is looking great. US retail, we have a trap trade set up for it. And Canada jobs. Canada jobs, even though it trades most of the time with US jobs, you can trade Canada jobs as a lower risk alternative to US jobs. That's a family money trade. But we always opt for the US news first. Let's look at a couple of 30-year reports just to remind ourselves how this moves. Give me 1 second. Where are my 30-year trades? They've all disappeared. 30 year, 30 year, 30 year. Okay. May, April, March. How about May, April, March, and February? Let's look at the DMM, the daily market mover. So just as a quick recap, today's trades, there were a lot of trades. Euro main refi rate, not a family money trade, but it was a target one winner. Okay. Target one winner, small winner. Euro ECB press conference trade. No way would I take that trade under any circumstances. It would have been stopped out today. Did not trade it. CPI bubbling under as a family money trade. Not a family money trade this month, but it will be next month. Very nice winner, $370 in a separate account, in the test account, because it's not a family money trade. Natural gas recap. Natural gas is the index that wants to kill you when it doesn't want to kiss you. And lately it looks like it's murderous, a little bit more murderous than friendly. Lost 150 on natural gas, family money trade. WASD, family money trade, 500 profit. Final trade of the day, 30-year bond auction. And it's been trading well, 5 out of 6. And we had one other family trade this week. Tuesday's oil report was a $250 winner. So I'm going to trade this the way that I think a normal person that's trading with us would trade this. I think a normal person that's trading with us would conceivably trade 3 contracts on this report. I mean, maybe one day the bond reports will really, really start moving again like they did 20 years ago. Not 20 years ago, 40 years ago. It's a bracket of 3. 2 contracts for 2 ticks. 1 contract for 6 ticks. Stop is 3. It's a small stop. And we have a special entry time on this trade, 13:01:30, because that's when these trades move or you should begin to look at them for a 60-second cancel, at least. 13:01:30. Okay. It's a breakout. Trading it for real. And we'll label it ZB 30 year. It's the only trade we're considering, so you don't have to worry so much about the labeling. Apply it, okay it. So on YouTube, give us a like. Come on, somebody give us a like. We're nice enough to show you our trading for free. How could you not like it? I mean, why do you hate that? You shouldn't hate it. Give us a like. Somebody, give me a like. What do you say? Somebody give us a like. All right, 30-year bonds, live charts, up 350 so far. Let's look at last month's. The bond trades can be tricky. Sometimes they'll pop and then just not follow through. They have a history of dullness. They do have a history of dullness. Sort of like a badmatch.com. You want more of a Tinder, right? We want more of a Tinder rather than an our time. I don't know if everybody gets that joke. I want a Tinder, not an our time. Anyway, 1301.30. 1301.30. I want an exciting date, not a dull one. That's all I mean. And I have a date with the bond market right now. And that's the truth. I have an appointment with the bond market. 1301.30. Maybe I'll get the time right. There's our orders. They show up on the chart. And then we expect the bonds to move based on what the auction results are. And they had a nice move. Looks like it hit both our targets last month. Did it? Let's see. Yes, it did. We were up 150. And when the trade was over, we were up 712. That seems like too much. That's what it shows. Let me see if I can see that in the realized profit. Was a $562 trade. Last month was great. The month before, so we put the orders on the chart at 1301.30. And that just came from all the time that the bond auctions were studied. And we saw that there was a reaction a minute and a half after the, well, really, they will even say that the auction is at 1301. I think if you look on Forex Factory, I think it says 1301. Maybe not. I might be wrong about that. And that was a nice trade the month before, 312. So let me check our time one more time. Why do we go to the website time.is? Because that puts your computer in sync, and because we're trading on a schedule, we want to be in sync. All you have to do is go to the website, time.is. That's it. If it doesn't put you in sync, we have other tools to help that are free. Some computers, they just don't go into sync. Let me check my time. So the setup, one more time, that I'm using is a bracket of 3, 2 positions for 2 ticks, 1 position for 6 ticks, a stop of 3, trading ZB 921. And the entry time is 1301.30. It's a 60-second cancel. I'll double check that. I guess my recorder is not going to work again. Going to have to fix that. I don't know how. I mean, I have a few ideas. I can tell it's not working. It won't let me stretch the screen and it just closes. Sometimes if I try it 3 times, it works. That's why I'm seemingly stubborn. I'm trying it more than once. See, that time it almost looked like it was going to work. Chantal, you're trying ZF? Chantal has $4 in her account. That's why she's trading all these micros. Right? it's actually Chantal by accident is creating our micro news trading system because she has all of $4.37 in her futures trading account. Chantal, if you don't know, she works for us, and she does a lot of our testing. And it will be more soon. You can make money with micros. That's the great thing about them. If you couldn't lose money with micros, they wouldn't let us trade them, right? I mean, the whole idea of micros is the brokers love them because the brokers know that the regular person thinks they can make tons of micro trades and not lose much money. But it's not true. You've got to be just as careful with the micros as you are with every other type of index. Just because it's a small amount of money, commissions are up there. That's right. Commissions are still there. Over trading is probably a micro illness, right? Definitely people overtrade the micros. I would say that's pretty sure. It's just if the brokers hadn't figured it out, you know, they're not doing anyone any favors. They're only doing what helps them make money. The broker is not your friend. You know, it's different than if you're a millionaire or if you have a big stock account with Raymond James. You get a personal broker. He is your friend because he makes a commission when you buy and sell stuff. And he recommends things to you. And if he keeps recommending things that stink and you don't want to use him, then he's not doing his job. He's not really being your friend. That's a different kind of broker also. And there's not as many of those brokers left like there used to be. Those were kind of the old days. Right. Right. As Brian says, one tick win on the micros is a loss because it doesn't cover your expenses. And the exchange fees, absolutely. Absolutely. And it is like smoking light cigarettes. I never understood. Well, I did smoke a long, long, long time ago. That was a habit that I absolutely hated. I don't know why I did that. No idea why I did something so stupid. Right. Trade the micros, but you got to trade them and make enough money just to cover your expenses so that when you trade, you don't lose money. Well, the whole idea is not to lose money. So, um, MGC micro gold. We should look at micro gold a little bit more just to see how it's been reacting. Like we should have looked at it this morning on CPI. All right. So one person gave us a like on YouTube. I'd like to see a few more likes up there. And sign up for the channel and hit the notification bell. You'll know the next time we're going to be here. So the cancel rule on this report, $45. No, wrong trade. I knew that. Didn't seem right. 60 seconds. Bonds sometimes trigger late also. All right. Got a couple of minutes to go. And then we won't be back here until tomorrow at what time? 9:30 tomorrow? Yeah, 9:30. Preliminary University of Michigan. All right, we got a couple of minutes. So my daughter went away, which means dad has to watch her horrifying dogs and sleep at her house for 2 weeks. That's why I'm glad I have an office. I used to move all my stuff to her house. It was horrible. But that was before I set up a much better office. So 1301.30, our orders will show up on the chart. I've got my juice, financial juice. I'll turn it up pretty good so I can hear when the auction comes out. They'll announce it. "15 seconds and our orders will show up. And then we'll wait a minute. And usually this fills in about 20 seconds. 20 to 30 seconds. First target hit. Now, if it backs up on me, okay, so I don't care if it backs up on me. I made $125. If I've got 3 contracts on and I'm trading the bond report, I'm going to cover my profit. I'm going to save it. So I moved to break even and I made $125 because it hit my first target. And I know that it's $31.25 a tick. So I went from 350 to 475 and finished out the week with a smile, right? Finished the week with a smile. Nothing wrong with that. I made, let me take a picture. Let me turn off the trade. Mike made money. Who else traded with me and made money? Mike made 93.75. Mike, I think the difference between you and me is I traded an extra contract. I'm not sure. Okay. You traded one contract. Okay. TJ, very nice trade. Very nice trade. TJ, you got to send me a picture of that. You got to send me a picture. So we made, look, folks, everybody that's in here, one more time, Family Money Trades, just sign up. Why would you not want to be signed up? We made, not count, if you count the non-family money trade, we made $800 today. That was 370. A trade that I said was tradable. I said it wasn't a family money trade, but I said it was tradable, right? You know I tell the truth. Why not go to familymoneytrades.com and join us? 3 months for $290. Familymoneytrades.com. Okay? Familymoneytrades.com. Chantal, what happened on ZF? What happened on ZF? It just filled and stopped. ZF filled and stopped. Were you trading 9? Were you trading 9? Oh, look how much smaller the move was, Chantal. It looked like it was tinier. Yeah, it just didn't move. It didn't move. It looked smaller. So let me take my final picture for the day. And there's the bond trade. I wish I had a video. That's why I can't stand when my video's not working. I've got to fix it. I am tired. And I didn't even start on the schedule for next week. Yeah, 9:21 is correct. 9:21 is correct. So come on, YouTube. You got to give us a like. Somebody else has to give us a like. We just made $125 in 10 seconds. We made $500 in 30 seconds on the grains. Okay, so give us a like. One more like. I'm not shutting down that stream until we get one more like. Come on, somebody out there can do it. You can do it. You can do it. I know you can. Anybody else make money? Mike, thank you. See you next week. Anybody else have a question? Anybody got anything to say? Thanks for the like, YouTube. Thank you very much. Chantal, you can shut it. Thank you, YouTube. All right. Everybody that got invited in, thank you so much for coming. We really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed yourself. You can still come tomorrow, but it's not a live trade tomorrow, so it'll be a little bit of education. Go over the schedule for next week if I get it done today. But oh no, you know what? I apologize. It was only today was free. I'll leave the trial on if you want to come in tomorrow. You can come in. I'll leave the trial on. It's not a live trade. But you can see what we do when we don't trade real money. It's still, the trade rooms are good. All right, folks. Thanks, everybody. Long day. A lot of trades. It does take a little bit out of you. We definitely got out in the right place today. It's not always that perfect of an exit. Definitely did the right thing by moving my stop today. Sometimes it'll just keep going down and you want to jump off a cliff, right? That's trading. Those are the things you have to be able to deal with without thinking about it. Honestly, you have to think about it, not think about it over and over. You can't let it drive you nuts. Can't let it drive you nuts. All right? Folks, have an awesome rest of the day, and I'll see everybody tomorrow, 9:30. And thank you all for having fun with us today. This was fun. When you make money, it is fun. Right? Nothing's more fun than making money. Oh, that's not true. I could think of a whole lot of things that are more fun than making money. I'm not going to say them because I don't want to get fired, but I could think of quite a few. Quite a few. All right. Everybody, see you tomorrow. Have a great day, folks. Let me say goodbye the right way. How about that? Can I? Can I say goodbye? So you can see how bald I am now. I have a new webcam. Yeah, you can. I could say goodbye. Hey, I'm bald. Nice shirt, huh? Really well dressed today. Very well dressed. Bald, no hair. Have a great day, folks. Who said my nose was big? That's a small nose. That's a small nose. All right, folks. All right, I'll see everybody tomorrow.